After you're finished practicing with different types, shapes, and sizes of pumpkins, then you're ready to move on to your good copy. You're going to choose your color, put your name and class code on the back, and begin lightly sketching out your pumpkin. Remember that we want to work in sections. It's really important that we include sections in our pumpkin because that's where we're going to create our illusion of space to make this pumpkin feel a little bit more 3D. After you draw out your pumpkin, you're going to take your Sharpie to begin your dots. Remember that when we were looking at our presentation, Kusama includes large dots and small dots. The larger dots are usually towards the center of each section, and they get smaller as you work your way towards the edges. We want to make sure that this is a nice, clean pattern. We're not just making crazy dots all over the place. They should be in a nice, organized line. You can use semicircles along the edge, so half circles of your first section if you would like to, and then work your way that way, or you can start in a center section the way that I did. We're going to work one section at a time, and you can experiment with different size markers. So I started with a regular Sharpie, and then as I got really, really tiny, I used this thinner Sharpie. You also can experiment with how hard you push your Sharpie down or how light. Really, we do not want to be pushing hard down with our Sharpie. We're just barely touching the paper. But as your dots get smaller, you can use even less pressure to make really, really, really tiny dots. We're going to spend the next few weeks creating our dots on the body of our pumpkin. But at this point, don't worry about your stem. To create your illusion of space, you can use semicircles or half circles once again on the outer edges of your sections to make it appear like they're sticking out compared to the rest of it. So your tiny sections are going to be where your pumpkin dips into itself, and your larger dots are going to be where your pumpkin sort of looks like it's popping out at you. Kusama does her stems opposite from her pumpkin. So I would recommend grabbing your pencil and drawing in the dots you want to do. Instead of using your dots and then your negative space in the background, we're going to do them opposite. So we colored them in on the body, and now for the stem, you're going to color in the space around your dots. I also chose to add a small highlight line on my pumpkin. That is up to you. You can just do dots on your pumpkin if that's something that you'd like to do.